Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to the channel. What nobody told you, I am Jessica. Thank you very much for being here with me. I hope you are well. I'm going to start by sharing a message from your guides. Let's see what they have for you and what you need to hear right now. Scorpio, let's see what all this is about. Let's read the tarot cards. Let's feel the energy of Scorpio. Well, we have the High Priest, and we have the Six of Wands under the deck. This tells me that you have a guide. I see you very connected with your most spiritual side. I see that you are a person with a lot of wisdom who knows how to give advice to others, how to guide other people. I see that there are people who have a lot of trust in you because they come to you for guidance. But I am also seeing an energy of recognition, a recognition from someone towards you. It's like they recognize the great value you have, how brave you are. I see that you will be seen by someone, and there may even be a mutual feeling of interest between both of you. So if you work in the world of spirituality or go to a place where you connect with that spiritual energy, I see that someone will be watching you, and you will both feel very connected to each other. You will start having encounters, and I also see that you won't care at all about what people might say, because I see people talking, but you won't mind. And I also see that this person is older, an adult. A Ten of Swords has appeared, showing that something has hurt. I see a breakup, not necessarily with this person. Be careful with that. But I do see that there has been a separation. In that breakup, I see a waiting period. There may still be expectations that things could start again with the person with whom the relationship ended. So, of course, this becomes something like a stone in your path. Because if we are still waiting, still holding expectations for something that has already broken, and that is not your destiny, I'm sorry to say, it creates obstacles that prevent us from expanding, from doing more than we are doing, and even from meeting other people. There are many limitations, and all of this is only in the mind. There is too much mental energy that limits us, that makes us feel powerless, as if we cannot do anything, full of fears about everything, thinking we are not capable, that we cannot, but we must release that blockage and see the truth about what we deserve and also about what we do not deserve. Because here there is an Ace of Swords, many opportunities. We have endured a lot. And this person I see here will be of great help to free yourself from all of this. Of great help. And that will bring you closer to this person. In a moment of weakness, there is a good person who gives good advice. And that is what creates and strengthens that bond. Scorpio, darling, this is going to make you much stronger. Much stronger. Let's see. There is a small clash, and you need to know how to act. And when I say know how to act, I mean knowing how to open yourself to have a dialogue, because there is a lot of tension. So how do you do it? By sending a message. Even a small one, a simple hello, is enough to see how it is answered, and to realize that this small gesture is already enough to show the desire to have a conversation. I see that this is with the person with whom this has happened. I see that you are waiting, that you have not lost hope of being able to get back in touch with someone with whom you have had a breakup, and a very strong one. This person will send you a message. They will send you a message, and that is why you were told that you need to talk, but from a place of calm, because if we create tension, we gain nothing. So if you want to clarify things, you will have to allow yourself to enter into a conversation, because this person really will send you a message. And that is already a gesture of wanting to talk to you. And at that moment, you will have the opportunity to talk. But to talk calmly. There is someone who can help you regain confidence in yourself. Instead of feeling so much frustration about this situation, there is someone who can guide you on how to handle this situation. I see that it's important not to be in any kind of hurry, to be patient, and to trust that things will come. If you need time, then take all the time you need before talking, while you have someone there who can help you reconnect with yourself after this shakeup. If this person needs time, then give them that time too. But trust that this conversation will happen. Because that talk, yes, that talk will take place this month. In other words, this month you will speak with the person with whom you stopped talking because of a serious problem. It won't pass without that communication happening. But we must also respect each other's pace. That's what the message says. And we must be patient, because there's an energy of imbalance here, and we need to see if both are willing to give and receive equally, if both are ready to reciprocate or open to being reciprocated. It's important that both share the same willingness. That's why patience is essential. And each person has their own rhythm. Maybe today you don't feel like it, but the other person does. Then that person should be patient with you. Or maybe today you feel ready and the other person doesn't. Well, then that must also be respected. When both are ready, things will flow naturally. Trust. Trust. Because look, there's the Eight of Wands. Communication will not take long. It will come quickly. I already told you that it won't pass this month before you talk to this person. You'll receive a message or a call, and there it is. That opportunity. Now give me more information about the Hierophant. Well, with this person, with this mentor, this therapist, this guide, this older person you turn to for advice, I see that they help you face your fears. I see that with this person, you will create a very strong bond that will help you become the one who leads your own life. That is the lesson this person brings, or even something you yourself will achieve if you are deeply connected with your spiritual side, to lead your life and to learn to master all your fears. Now give me more information about the Ten of Swords. Well, even though it seems that everything is broken, there is someone very quiet, but watching. There is someone who is observing you. They don't dare to speak, but they are watching. I see this person in a dilemma because they have to make a very important decision, and they still don't know what they want to decide. And that creates emotional blockage. There is something that must be released, something that must be let go. And there we see the devil. There are many shadows that lead to juggling emotions, many things left unsaid but clearly felt. Everything feels very stirred up, very unsettled. Now give me more information about the Eight of Swords. Give me more information about the Eight of Swords. Analyzing, observing, putting too much thought into everything. Look at how much mental energy there is, how many swords. Too much mind and not enough heart. We need to bring more heart into this, because all that overthinking only cools the heart. We must not lose faith. We must never lose hope. Never. Faith and hope in that future must stay alive. We need to act from the heart, because too much mind is what is causing everything that's happening right now between you two. It brings powerlessness, limitations, too much analysis, everything too calculated. We need to let ourselves be guided by the heart. Let ourselves be carried by it, because the heart will show the way while the mind only brings pain. Pain. We must know how to release the mind and understand what we are truly willing to give, what we are willing to devote ourselves to, but not wanting to have everything analyzed, calculated, and measured word by word, action by action. That is torture. Now give me more information about the Five of Wands. Give me more information about the Five of Wands. Well, in this conversation that you are going to have, I see that it will be a very satisfying one. I see that both of you want to see each other doing well. You want to see this person happy, and this person wants to see you happy too. I see that you're going to take a step forward. Your way of seeing things will change. I see that you will find a solution, and yes, it's time to let go of the old way of seeing things to start seeing from a new perspective. Because if both of you truly want to see each other happy, I see that both are willing to take that great leap of faith together and to trust that everything will be resolved. We have the energy of Aries, Leo, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Now let's see the intentions of Scorpio's person of interest towards Scorpio. Well, there we have the moon. We are between light and shadow, trusting in what we are feeling, observing and evaluating the situation, but we still haven't taken a step forward. There is something we need to release. Yes, there is something we must let go of, but we haven't yet taken that forward step. We are taking our time, and the timing and rhythm are necessary. We have seen that, and there it is. Calmly contemplating the situation between those lights and shadows. Now let's see what interest Scorpio has towards their person of interest. What interest does Scorpio have? Well, there are many things that haven't been said and that need to be spoken, many things we've kept quiet out of fear, but that must be expressed. I see that you have the intention of talking to this person casually, as if it were nothing, but with the goal of telling them or letting them see something you've been keeping to yourself, something very personal, or if it's not you, then you want this person to reveal what they are hiding. Because you might say, Natalia, I'm not hiding anything. Fine. Then it's them who are keeping something from you. And what you want is for them to speak clearly, to tell you what it is. Because if you are being honest with them, you also expect the same honesty in return. Here we have the energy of Cancer. Now let's look at Scorpio's immediate future. Under the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. Well, in the immediate future, I see that you are a very empathetic person, and I see that you will know how to listen to this person and that you will also show them support. This will help to strengthen the relationship you have. In fact, I see support and also many fears. Fears of not being able to reciprocate as one would like. Fears of not knowing how to give or provide what the other needs. But I see that both of you can prosper very well together. I see that you can learn from each other. You can discover more about yourselves through this situation. As we see here, it's like saying, I understand you perfectly, but even if I don't say it, I am terrified because I don't know if I'll be able to understand you completely, although I will do my best. So here I see that there is still a need to learn to love better, but I am also sure that you will be able to build a safe and prosperous love. Because the Pentacles energy begins with something small that turns into something very big. I see a sense of protection, a feeling of guarding oneself out of fear of being hurt. It's like not fully lowering one's guard yet. But I also see that a moment will come when apologies will be made. Yes, I see that there will come a time when one will say, hey, don't you realize what I'm giving you? Don't you see that you need to let go of something that isn't good for you? What does your heart say? Think about it. Think about it. And when you are clear about what your heart says, everything will flow. But these will only be small details along this path you are entering. Something that starts small but becomes something very big. And along the way, you will need empathy and the willingness to show support, because we have seen that there is still someone there with that fear of being hurt, as we saw with all those swords. Cancer. We have Scorpio like you, a message from Archangel Michael. It is time to have fun. You work too much and worry about everything. You seek experiences, says Allah. Seek joyful experiences. Bring balance into your life. Not everything is about work. You also have to have fun. That is the message. I hope it serves as guidance. Thank you very much for being here with me. And I would ask you to leave me a comment if this energy has knocked on your door, or if you feel that something important is coming into your life. If you want me to keep sending you energy, subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you for listening and receiving the message. Excuse my clumsiness. See you soon.